teach them a whole steps to process. Another thing was with behaviors. We start off with how you feel. Then we go into draw how you feel. Then we go into write sentences on how you feel and color in the picture on how you feel, which is another example of sport education in seasons and developing in doing so. And towards the end, we start letting one student lead the class. You lead the class with instructions on what they should do and how they should do because you observed enough to know how the teacher wanted or how you want it as the teacher and what you need and what you don't need or what you feel your fellow classmates and students can do to succeed. That's why I chose sport education. We all know that the three major goals in sport education is a competent player, a literate player, an enthusiastic player. And we think about on TV when we look at sports, they have competent players, literate players, and enthusiastic players. I'm gonna start with enthusiastic first because before I became a competent and literate player, I was always enthusiastic. My energy was beyond. I played by certain rules, but I love to have that enthusiastic mentality to help my teammates with the energy, to let them know ain't no problems. Everybody make mistakes. Keep it going. Then I became a literate player where I understood more of the rules, the background, the traditional sports, the history, how certain players do certain things, how to pick my spots with certain things, how to become more understanding with what I'm doing and what my focus is. Then the competent player was towards the end of my college career as I started going overseas. It was being more knowledgeable, like knowing how to react, knowing what to say, knowing how to read plays, read players' demeanor, read when I should score, when I shouldn't, read when the ball touched my hand a certain way, how to make adjustments, how to make skills. And now we come to coaching, like read when the certain players should get in, when certain players tired. Even in my class with the certain students, read when they break it down and you see they trying, or read when they break it down and you see they not trying, to motivate the ones that need a little motivation to try more. And also guide the ones that is trying to let them know I see you, because everybody wants support. Everybody want to hear that motivation in your ear just to push you to another step in life. And as those players and as sport education, with those leaders, trainers, coaches, that special person will kind of be the coach and the captains. They gotta have enough ability to still face adversity, but still motivate others to lead. Officials gotta know how to compose themselves. Clock people gotta know how to manage when certain people yelling in the heat of the moment to not get overwhelmed. Sport education key features is season, time affiliation, formal competition, record keeping, culminating event, festivity. I love festivity for the simple fact that's when you get your trophies, you get a knowledge for all the hard work you put in, whether it's defensive player, offensive, the banquet where you get to eat, have fun. You get noticed for all the work you put in, which gets you ready for the next season to come back even stronger and even harder. Record keeping. You can't lie on records and film. It show all the skills and all the stuff and all the things you produced with that team. Then you got seasons. You time to learn. You learn in a time span. You're not gonna learn overnight. It's not gonna happen overnight. But you stay dedicated through time, you will learn eventually. Team affiliation. Everybody has to come together for one goal. Formal competition. Games become meaningful. That means every team, every game gonna have a different goal, a different chance, a different way to come out on top, a different game plan, a different task to achieve, to be successful. You have to pay attention to your competition. And the culminating event, recognition of excellence. You get recognized when you do so good, and it's time for the postseason, and you're going through the playoffs, and you get to the championship, and you hyped and you eager. You know what I'm saying? That's how you become great. That's how you become someone. Sport education has really kind of put me to another level to educate the youth, to let me know that some of the things I've been doing since I've been coaching, even before I went to college and during college that I'm doing a great job. I don't really give myself enough flowers for some of the things I does do. But on this video, I'm gonna give myself flowers because I know for a fact I'm changing lives in the community, and I have changed lives in the community since I was even young. Even with my siblings, knowing that sport education was one of the models I was using, and didn't know I was using this model, and still using this model. Even with myself sometimes, or with the certain teams that I play with when I go overseas, or when I'm in the city, or when I'm in the state. That's why I chose sport education. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video.